Andrew Mellen.
Fabienne Fredericton.
Yes. Let me get closer. Tell us about you.
I'm Andrew Mellen. I'm the most organized man in America. The media says so. I am a life hacker and an organizational evangelist.
Yes. And your business was already at, is it okay?
Yeah.
Your business was already at six figures when you joined us in the
Yes.
leverage track.
Yes.
Why would you join us? You're already at six figures. What was happening in your business? You're just completing your first year. What was happening in your business a year ago that made you say, I cannot do this alone?
Well, I watched Jennifer Madsen, who is in Masters now, or
Yeah.
recently, and good friend of mine, one of my best friends. And I watched her business change, and
Jennifer went from 200,000 to 400,000 to 500,000, just over a couple of years. Can we give her a hand?
Yeah.
You watched her.
I watched her, and I've been a sole proprietor forever. And I was tired of being tired.
Yeah.
And
What wasn't working, Andrew?
I'm the only service provider in the business. No systems, surprisingly, as an organizer. Whatever.
But hey, cobbler's children, right? Yeah.
You know, I wrote a book. The work that I do is surprisingly intuitive
Yeah.
for as systematic as it is. And there was no predictable process that delivered reliable results.
Mm-hmm.
I delivered reliable results, but there was no system. So if I'm the only person delivering the results through the process of working with somebody, I can never be sick, I can never go on vacation, I can never give the business to anybody because I am the business.
Yeah.
What a shitty model.
Yeah. Hard to leverage.
Yeah, I mean,
to
it got
leverage.
me here, but it's not going to get me there. And I want 4 vacations on my wish list of things. I want a scalable business. I want 7 figures, and I want to be on the road. I'm not interested in going into people's closets any longer. I've done it for 21 years.
Yeah.
So I have a very successful business. I charge more than any other professional organizer in the New York market. All of that is true, and it doesn't interest me. What interests me is evangelism. I know that people are sitting and suffering, surrounded by stuff that is physically blocking them from happiness and access to their dreams. And I want to be the catalyst for releasing that.
In a bigger way than just Andrew Mellen.
Exactly. It's why I launched the podcast Unstuff America this year. And we were not ready to ship, but I figured it's July 4th. Happy birthday, America.
Yeah.
Unstuff yourself. We can't wait.
What have you gotten out of this first year of leverage? What's worked for you? What have you implemented out of our time together so far?
Systems, an operations manual, learning where the holes in the staffing are. We are undergoing a staffing transition, which has been challenging, but is an opportunity for growth and expansion. And the community is outrageous.
Tell me what that means, the community is outrageous.
I feel seen. I get to see people. From the moment I walked in as a tempered rebel. Mm-hmm. Let's just see what leverage is about. I gave you my money. Let's see. And I walked in, and people meet you. They look you in the eye. They give you a hug. I don't mind hugging. I grew up in a Jewish family. We're big huggers. So hugging's not a problem. But being seen and being able to speak frankly about I have a few friends. Jen was one of them before I joined the program, but I have a few friends that I can have level 3 conversations with. But that idea of being with colleagues and people, and that sense of Denise Allen,
Yeah.
Nettie Owens,
Yeah.
Chris Scrott Weedleton,
Yeah.
people who are in my industry that I could feel collegial and not competitive with.
Yeah.
And that telling the truth didn't mean that somehow my proprietary secrets were going to be used against me, and that there was an opportunity to share frankly and completely. And in doing so, I felt completely held and, again, witnessed and supported and encouraged.
Yeah. Tell me about the meetings when you come to Stanford.
Never miss a meeting. Never miss a meeting.
Why?
What else would you be doing? What could you possibly be doing on a Thursday and Friday than being in Stamford, Connecticut at the
Yeah.
yacht club?
Yeah.
What else would there be to do? You signed up for the program. What, are you going to phone it in? So never miss a meeting. You show up, you do work, and one of the things that I love about the meetings, I would like some more physical activity. I get tired sitting in the chair.
You
So-
want me to dance on the tables?
No, I want us
you
to do
wanna dance on
yoga
the
or
table?
stretching or
Ah, okay.
something. I want
Noted.
some physical element. I'm just going to put that plug in there. I'd stay an extra hour or two if we could do some yoga or something. What we get to do is work in the room, and you didn't make it up. Everybody says it, but you're either working in the business, you're working on the business. And when I'm home, I'm working mostly in the business. There's a few moments when I can get up here and work on it, but mostly I'm working in it. And those 2 days to just drill down, dig stuff up, tear stuff apart, rearrange it, think that there's time to actually think in the room, it's quiet. You can do the deep work there, and it becomes a foundation to continue the work at home, like the EGAs at our last meeting that we just did in September.
Yeah.
So
Exponential growth
extra
activity.
growth activity,
Exponential growth activity days.
exponential growth activities, right? So being able to, I had already blocked out. I was telling Rebecca about this. I'm an organizer. I blocked out blocks of time on my day. They said administration. They said projects. They weren't necessarily about growing the business as much as dedicated time where people would not pester me. This took it to another level of like, right, yeah, this is only for exponential growth. This is not admin. Admin will happen on a Tuesday, not on a Monday. My assistant will not interrupt me unless something is literally on fire, and I'm going to do the deep work because I can't get to 7 figures. What got me here is not going to get me there. I wish that it could, but I don't want to just charge more money. That's not the solution to leverage and to growing my business, is just charging more money.
There's a point at which you won't be able to. It's out of your league. To shift how you do business, to shift your income to 7 figures from 6 figures, you have to totally change your business model.
Yes.
And make yourself available to hundreds more people.
Yes.
And so that's what we're doing for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Any resistance to joining the program that you overcame?
In the conversations that I had with Nikki,
Yeah.
there was the typical resistance that I carry with me of prove it. Prove it. You know, it's a lot of money, prove it.
Yeah.
And I've been alive for a while, and I know now that the antidote to that is breathe, pray, release, surrender.
Yeah.
That I'm going to spend the money some way. I've spent it on much stupider things.
Yeah.
Where I've had much bigger regret.
Yeah.
And you got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, that's
so I figured, screw it. If it sucks, I'll leave.
I've tried it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't suck, bonus.
Well, the good news is you didn't leave, so it must have been a bonus.
Yes. Oh no, this rocks.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm happy to share that at the last Leverage meeting, right? So through Leverage and the kick-ass community that is here, I hooked up with a woman who's helping me to create a licensing, a certification program for coaches who want to teach their clients how to time management, organization, productivity, as well as for themselves to get CEUs in their own coaching practice, right? So so she's got two programs, 5,600, do it with her, 13,000, she does it for you. I'm going to give her $13,000. I do not want to build it. I want her to build it for me and hand it to me in a ribbon and say, here, go sell this for $12,000 and pay for it, you know, let it pay for yourself.
Yeah.
And so we were talking and I was like, oh, well, okay, so I'm going to give the 13 there. I'm not giving it to you. I love you and I'll come back in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And you said to me, you can do both.
You can do both, right?
I can. I can do both. It's not an either or. It's not a binary system.
Because
wow.
there are some people in this room who are thinking about joining us, but they're already in some sort of program. And there's this rule that we have that we must finish one thing, right? One coaching to do another one. I have two coaches right now that I work with. Why? Because I'm smart. One gives me one set of things, and the other gives me another. Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And she's building a certification program for me. I mean, I love Sheila. She's lovely to work with. We've just started this relationship. She is kick-ass. She's doing great work. And, you know, really, I mean, amazing work. I'm so excited. And it's Sheila and I on Zoom. It's not a community.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
it's
giving
not
up
the
this
same.
community just to get a licensing program. It's not worth it to me.
No, yeah.
So.
Give him a hand. Thank you, Andrew.